Welcome to aminacademy.com. In physics formula and their explanation regarding kinematics, let us discuss about regarding the formulas about distance, speed, acceleration. What is kinematics? Kinematics is the study of the motion of a mechanical points, bodies, and systems without consideration of their associated physical properties and the forces acting on them. That means without mass, you have to consider the study. The study is often referred to as a geometry of motion, and it models these motions mathematically using algebra. The distance and displacement. The complete length of the path between any 2 points is called distance. A displacement is the direct length between any 2 points when measured along the minimum path between them. Here, look at here, the absolute value of distance, that means even distance negative and positive, its absolute value is positive, is always greater than the displacement absolute. Distance can be 0 and positive, displacement can be positive, negative and 0. Now average speed and average velocity. What is average speed? V average equal total distance traveled over time interval. That is delta S by delta T. Therefore, average velocity average speed is V average velocity is V average with vector, that is displacement over time interval. Here delta R vector over delta T. Then we can say it is R2 minus R1, final position by initial position vector, then final time minus initial time. This is the formula. Next one, instantaneous speed and instantaneous acceleration. What is instantaneous? Means sudden. V instantaneous speed equal limit delta S tends to 0 ds by dt, which is equal delta S by delta S ds by dt. The instantaneous then here we can do this way also. Instantaneous velocity v equal limit delta t tends 0 delta r by delta t, which is equal dr by dt. Now this is this instantaneous acceleration. Here it is. Average and instantaneous acceleration. Average. Next one is average and instantaneous acceleration. Average and instantaneous acceleration gives acceleration average equal v2 minus v1 by t2 minus t1. That is change in velocity by time interval. By time interval. Therefore, you can say acceleration instantaneous equal limit delta t tends 0 average acceleration equal dv vector by dt. That is rate of change of velocity. Which can be written as dr squared by dt square. Further, we can say this v into dv by dr. Now, next one, constant acceleration. There are some formulas are there. U initial speed, v final speed, a is constant acceleration, t time is equal distance traveled. Now we will apply the formula v equal u plus at, s equal ut plus half at square v square equal to u squared plus 2as and fourth one s equal 0 initial distance plus ut plus half at square. Then s sum, that is displacement not distance, nth second. S sum equal s sum displacement in nth second, which is equal u plus a by 2 2n minus 1, where n is the second. Next one dimensional motion with non-uniform motion. Here one dimensional motion is estimates distance time to velocity time, then acceleration to time. This is by differentiation we can get by differentiation we can get this st to vt, vt to at acceleration time. Then Second, A to T. A to T gives V to T gives S to T, the reverse, by integration. By integration. Now we know that equation of differentiation by using V equal ds by dt and A equal dV by dt, which is further equal V dV by ds. Next, integral of ds, that is distance, equal V dt, further dV, integral dV equal integral A dt, integral V dV equal integral A ds. By using this integration, we can find the respective things. Next one, what is reaction time? Reaction time, when a particular situation demands our immediate action, it takes some time before we really respond. Reaction time is the time of a person take to observe, think, and act. For example, a person is driving in a long road and suddenly a boy appears on the road. Then time elapsed before the applies the brakes of the car is the reaction time. When at once he see and when he apply the brake, the time gap is a reaction time. Reaction time depends on complexity of the situation and on individual's capacity. Therefore, reaction time is the time of a person takes to observe, takes to observe, think, and respond. Think and act. A time a person takes to observe, first he has to observe and think and immediately take action. Motion under gravity. Motion under gravity, first you are throwing a stone upward vertically and it goes certain height and come back to ground with same speed how you thrown out. So first throwing up throwing up is deaccelerated motion. Look at here. Against gravity, point A to B and it reaches B to C. Now this again upward motion is retardation. Retardation. Now up to down is acceleration. Your total time of flight. Look at here. Look this upward motion and downward motion. How much you fast you throw and go upward and stops instantaneously and come to ground with accelerated motion. Then time of flight. Here that air friction is neglected. Time of flight, that is total time the stone in the air equal 2u over g. 2v means initial velocity, and initial velocity with divided by gravity. Then maximum height. Maximum height at velocity 0. Here, this is the maximum height at where it is velocity 0. Therefore, we have maximum height h max equal u squared by 2g. Then final velocity vf equal minus initial velocity. The body reaches the ground with the same speed with which it was thrown vertically upward as it thrown vertically. That is, how much you thrown up vertically upward, that much it hits the ground with the same velocity but opposite direction. Now, time to reach any general height h. Now, that is t1 equal u minus u squared minus 2gh over g, and time t2 u plus u squared minus 2gh over g, which means t1 plus t2 equal t, that is time of flight. Now, time of free fall means any body under gravity only, it comes to the ground from certain height, it's called a free fall. That free fall, in free fall is time of flight is t equal root of the 2 into root of 2 into h over g, and final velocity when a body reaches the ground, that is v final equal to gh. Now next, here conversion of graph from x to t to v to t and v to t to a to t. Here x is the distance, so t is time. Here what you mean, this one, right straight. Here the body is not moving because time elapses, but it is stayed in some distance from 0. Here this, in that, how it convert to v to t, velocity time graph. Here this is a v to t, this is the, and that means what? Here time is elapsed, but v is the constant, v is not, v is 0. Here a acceleration time, this also acceleration is 0, the time only elapses. Next one is the first condition. Then second, here x and t, this is constant speed because one x and t is increasing proportionally, that is it is a constant speed. Here constant speed in vt diagram, this is a constant speed. Then acceleration, constant speed means acceleration is 0, so this acceleration time. Next one, this is variable speed. Here it is variable speed. So this x t variable speed. Here this is variable speed in Vt diagram. It is like, then acceleration time graph, it's like. Then next one, look at here. It's a negative. It's a negative speed. Here the negative speed is given like this is time versus t v. Then acceleration versus time. It's here. Next one, it may be like also that is here. It is minus u0. Then here acceleration. So acceleration time and versus time. Before this we can finish here. This first xt vt and the acceleration time. Next one, like graph may be like this is the time, this v, this is x, this time. This is here. The negative, my negative acceleration. Next one, relative motion in one dimension. What is relative motion? Relative motion is a motion of a body with respect to another body is called relative velocity, relative motion. So VAB, vector VAB means velocity of A equal velocity of A with respect to another point B to B, which we can write as VA minus VB. Similarly, relative acceleration is acceleration AB. That is acceleration of A with respect to point B, which is equal A AB is equal A minus acceleration with respect to A is equal to B. Next one, Motion in two dimension have this having motion in two dimensions means we have x direction and y direction. Sx distance traveled uxt ut plus half a x t square. Then v x equal to uxt plus axt. Then that vx square equal u ux square plus 2a to as. That's x. These are with respect to x. Since it is also in y also, y direction also you can write as it is sy uy t plus half ay t square. Then vy equal uy t plus ay t. Then vy square equal uy square plus 2ay plus y. Now, so far we discussed about some important formulas and their explanation in kinematics. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.